Hey guys, this is Jack with Team Empire, and today we are covering the third deck in our deck test for set 13, which is the third place vote of the ones y'all voted for, which is actually the new ride line, the only new ride line in set 13, which is Alden. So Alden, as I said in my first thoughts video, which you can check out right here, they actually upgraded Alden to main Vanguard status, which is something that I did not expect, but it's very welcome because this deck is very fun. For those of you who don't know what Alden does, verbatim, he has Alden's effect on Vanguard Circle as an axe skill. However, it's heavily reduced by 1 CB, and you no longer have to call a grade 3 from your hand, you just have to call a grade 3 or less to draw 2 cards. So Alden will always give you a consistent +1 no matter what, which is a very nice effect. On top of that, when he attacks, if you have 3 or more rearguards with different original grades, you can Soul Blast 1 and bounce one of your rearguards back to your hand. And then you can call a total of up to 2 cards whose grades equal or total less than the grade of the unit you bounce to your hand. So that's a really powerful effect that allows you to get some pretty good multi-attacks and good columns, which we'll talk about in just a second. But the ride line's really great. We have Sodios and Tranquilia. They basically have the same effect where you have to reveal 3 different grades from your hand. And then Tranquilia lets you look at top 5 and call a grade 1 or less. And if you didn't call one, you can call him. And then Sodios has the exact same effect where you look at top 5, although you can actually call a grade 2 or less. And if you didn't call, you call him. So very nice ride line, gives you some nice consistent plussing, and it's very easy to get those 3 separate grades in your hand, just as long as you have like a trigger, grade 1, grade 2, or grade 3. Moving on to triggers, we do play 8 crit, 3 draw. The fronts were considered, but I think the draws are just better to try and get you the cards that you can call from your hand off Alden's effect, because you are minusing a card from your hand technically, so being able to refund some of those extra cards with draw triggers is very nice. Heal triggers are obvious. Keter Sanctuary over trigger is pretty good in this deck because you are going to have 2 other rearguards on your board preferably, and then this deck actually does rush, so being able to get those early drive checks off of your Keter Sanctuary over trigger is really nice. Next up, we do play 4 Painkiller Angel, a really nice card, and you would think it'd be a problem because Alden uses 2 soul every turn preferably, but soul is not actually that big of a deal in this deck because of cards like Light Leads Dragon and Drilling Angel. PGs are obvious. We play 2 copies of the Keter Sanctuary Cycle card, which I think is a staple in almost every Keter deck because it just allows you to get a nice +1 from top 5, and on top of that, it is a 20k shield. And there are no Keter mask decks, so it's not like you have to worry about only being able to use the effect once. You can actually use the effect twice in almost every Keter deck. So I'd say it's a staple in almost every one of these decks. Drilling Angel is also pretty obvious in my opinion, like putting cards into your soul to use Alden's effect while also allowing you to look at top 3 and calling 1. There actually is a combo in the deck where you can actually get 5 attacks off of Alden. It doesn't cap out at only 4. However, you have to get lucky by using Drilling Angel's effect to call from top 3 and just take a guess of what's still in your deck. But that's very risky and I wouldn't really recommend it. Now we have Spiral Cutie Angel. We play 2 copies of it because it does use Soul, but more importantly, it does use CB. And CB can be something that can be denied in this deck. But when you Persona Ride, you can use the effect to get a nice +1 while also manipulating the top card of your deck. And if you call this off of Alden's effect, you can do that right before your drive checks, making it very hard for your opponent to know if you have a trigger on top of your deck or not. The other card we have is part of the Alden ride line, which is Ermac. He has the effect when he's placed in a rearguard circle. If you have a unit with Alden in its card name, this unit gets +5k power until end of turn. And if it was placed by a card's ability, it gets 15k. And that doesn't need to be Alden's second effect. That could be Alden's first effect. You could just CB1, Soul Blast 1, call Ermac, draw 2, and he's a 25k attacker, which is really powerful. And then on top of that, you can just bounce them back to your hand and call him, and there'll be another 25k attacker. So Ermac's definitely one of the best attackers in the deck. For the Regalis piece, we were playing Gratias Gradale just because we want to be able to Persona Ride in this deck as much as possible. Because there's literally no other explanation. You just want to Persona Ride in this deck. Then we play Light Leads Dragon. which has the effect, if you have a unit with Alden, it gets boost, and then, so it's 13k booster, and then at the end of the battle, it boosted. You can put another rearguard in the same column as it into the soul to choose one of your Alden units, and it gets plus 10k power, so it helps make Alden a nice big number. And on top of that, you can actually bounce this card off of your hand to call another grade 3, and the grade 3 you want to call off this effect is Sages. I think Sages is really good in this deck specifically because his effect to look at the top card of your deck and then put it on top or into your soul is a once per turn effect, meaning in other decks where you could restand him, you can't use the effect again. But because you can bounce him back to your hand with Alden and then call him back, his skill refreshes, so you can actually use that effect again to manipulate the top card of your deck while also being a really big attacker if your opponent sees a trigger. So I think Sages is a really amazing card for Alden. There will be some budget options that we might consider showing y'all in like a separate community post or maybe just a separate video, just because I know Sages and Spiral Cutie are pretty expensive. And I imagine Topaz will be pretty expensive when he comes out. But without any further ado, let's get right into the test games with Alden. Alright, looks like we are in our first game. And now he's saying heads. We'll say heads. Alright, good luck to you, my good sir. Looks like we are going first. We got the Spiral Cutie, which is nice, but other than that, this isn't an amazing hand. We will keep the grade 1 in our hand, but we will put back 3 cards, getting ourselves a trigger, which is nice. Oh, looks like he's also playing Alden. This will be a fun little mirror match. Alright, draw. Discard the Spiral Cutie to ride. We're going to use the effect of our Spiral Cutie Angel. Soul Blasting our starter, since it doesn't matter. Then we're going to bottom deck it to draw 1, which is a crit. Wonder if he's going to do the same thing. Nope, just discard. Oh, it's Youthberk. Okay. So, this will be a little more exciting, I think. We don't really need early damage. We'll just guard it. Oh, thank God. Alright, stand and draw. We got the Persona Ride, which is really nice. I think we'll just discard the Ermac. To ride, we're going to use the effect of our Tranquilia to reveal 3 different grades in our hand, which will be the Topaz, the Drilling Angel, and the Sages. We don't want to show that we have Persona Ride, just to keep them guessing, you know? Top 5, we don't find anything, which is kind of unfortunate, but we do at least get to call the Tranquilia out from the soul, which we will put as a booster. We're not going to call anything at this point, because if we do, then we kind of lose access to the 3 grades in our hand. We're going to check our own crit, which is really nice. He's going to check a heal, and it's kind of unfortunate because he can add that Persona Ride back to his hand off his grade 2. A lot of crits are being sent out of deck already. Unless it's just the crit he drive checked, which is possible. He's going to use the effect to Soul Blast 1 to look at top 3. We are lucky that he didn't actually get the... he didn't discard any of the new card yet, which is really cool. We're going to no-guard this, because we do want at least 1 damage. Well, we're getting definitely more than 1 damage, that's for sure. And then he's going to add a card from his drop zone into his hand, which would be a crit. We're going to take 2, which is our own over trigger. Alright. Looks like it's going to be a fair game now. Draw? Got a draw trigger. We're going to discard the draw in order to ride. We're going to use the effect to reveal 3 different grades. To check top 5 for a grade 2 or less, which is a Painkiller Angel, which we will call. Kind of glad that we did get at least something, just because we want to have at least 1 soul. We're going to use Alden's effect. Soul Blast 1, Counter Blast 1, to call out the Drilling Angel. And then we're going to draw 2. The effect of Drilling Angel will now put Ermac into the soul. And we're going to check top 3 to find a copy of Ermac, which we actually did, which is epic. We're going to call that card. And we're going to use the effect of Ermac to get plus 15k since he was called by a unit card's ability. We won't call the Topaz yet since it will be nice to have a 20k shield. And we drew the Elementario, which is nice. We're going to call the Light Leads, which does have boost. We're going to actually swing with the Drilling Angel column first. Just because it is the weakest number, and if he takes this attack, he'll probably just take it and risk any defensive. We're going to use the effect of our Painkiller, Soul Blast 1. And you got to be careful with Alden, because you don't want to get rid of your 3 different grades. Because if you don't have 3 different grades on board for your rear guards, then you can't actually use Alden's effect. But thankfully, we have our grades set up. It's going to take it, and it's the Fergosa. We're going to use the effect of Light Leads to put this Ermac into the Soul to give our Vanguard 10k power. And then we're going to swing, use the effect to Soul Blast the Ermac, bounce the grade 3, and now we can either call a grade 1 or grade 2, but in this case, we're just going to call it grade 3. And this is 31 on the Vanguard. No guard. We're going to check 1. Heal trigger, we don't heal. However, we do get power to Sages, and the second check is an Alden. He's going to check a Full Blast, and then we're going to attack, use the effect to look at the top card of our deck, and we're going to leave it on top because it is a defensive trigger. And we're going to pass turn. I'd say it was a pretty good turn, but to be fair, we did open with the nuts, pretty much. And he didn't get all the optimal setup that he wanted. He's still trying to find his Rebel forms to put into Soul, unless he's just been saving them, but I don't know why he would do that, because those cards are best when they're played early. I guess he was worried about damage denial too, which might be something I would have done, but with Youthberk, you want to try and kill them as fast as possible, especially if you're going first. Oh wow, does he not have... He didn't put Guts in there either. Okay, he's gonna call the Topaz and use the effect. Returning 2 cards to his Ride deck face up. He's gonna check top 5, and he's hopefully gonna find that Fergosa or that Corino. But it looks like he's really thinking here. Oh, it's Sequana. Not a great target to call. Yeah, and he only has the Zest in there, which is not great for him. We're gonna no guard this since we know we have a defensive on top. He might in this case just go for the Zest because he'll be able to draw extra cards. And there's a chance he will bottom deck Sages, which is sad, but there's a chance. Oh wow. Looks like he returns our Tranquilia to the Ride deck. Yep. Already did. It's gonna swing. And we don't really... We're gonna say no guard. Hope for a 1 to pass here. Well. No, not both our Spiral Cutie Angels. Swing at Sages. Oh wait, by the way, sorry. Sage's effect actually does activate during the opponent's turn. He's gonna swing at our Drilling Angel, which is kind of unfortunate because I feel like we need him. Just in case we don't get the optimal grade setups that we need. We're gonna guard for 25. Thankfully the numbers aren't that big, so we can defend him pretty easily. Oh, well, you know. We're going Persona Ride, drawing 1. Use the effect to counterblast. Soul Blast to call light leads. And then draw 2 cards. Which is nice because it's Ermac. Yeah, I feel like this is a nice setup. Nice little hand we got here. Now we're going to enter battle. We're going to swing for 20. Swing for guard. Now we're going to swing, use the effect to look at the top card of our deck. And we're going to put it into the soul, which is a Drilling Angel. Use the effect. Gosh, do we have to use the effect of light? Oh, we can't. Damn it. You're right. Oh no, we don't have 3 separate grades. Damn. Oh, that was a major misplay on my part. I literally was just talking earlier in the video about how... Wow, that sucks. That's a big unfortunate. We're going to swing for 23. I literally was, that's so funny. I was literally just talking about how you don't want to forget that, and here I go literally forgetting about it. First check is the Jewel Beast, second check is the Light Leads. Good to know that our triggers wouldn't have been that good. But the thing is, we still have a pretty big hand, so I think we'll be able to survive. But like, man, that misplay is going to catch up with me. That misplay is going to haunt me. Just going to use the effect to put a rebel form into soul. It's going to swing. He has all 3 in soul now, which is kind of unfortunate, but we're going to guard, use the effect, returning these 2 to the right deck, face up, the extra 15k shield, so this is 2 to pass. Like he's really considering where to put this power. Yeah, putting on the rear guard is much smarter. But now since he returned our Tranquilia to the ride deck, we actually can't use the effect of the second Soul Pass. And the plus 15 to the front row is absolutely terrifying. He's getting rid of our Interceptor, which is kind of interesting. He's not getting rid of the Sajas. We can take the last attack, which is the Topaz. Unless he sees a crit. If he sees a crit then it's that's just game over at that point. And he does have 2 drive checks, so the chances are not 0. We just kind of have to hope. Alright. We at least survived, but now he has a really big hand. He's at 4, he's not at 5, which would have been preferable. But it is what it is. We make misplays. Swing at Sajas. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let that slide. Field trigger, nice. We're gonna put Stunner Ride, draw. Now we won't forget about the skill. We're gonna use Alden's effect, Counterblast 1. Soul Blast 1 to call Ermac, and then draw 2 cards. Skill of Ermac to get 15k power. We actually only have 1 painkiller that's out of deck, or 2 painkillers that are out of deck. That's fine. So now we can use Drilling, use the effect of Drilling, putting the painkiller into the soul to check top 3. Unfortunately, we didn't find it, but that's fine because we still have the Topaz in our hand. call. And you know what? Screw it, we'll just call. Since it does have boost here as well. Try to push for as big of numbers as we can. So we're gonna swing for... Is it open rearguard circle? No, it can be any rearguard circle, which is very interesting. We're gonna swing for 35 on the Vanguard. Make it a little hard for him to guard. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Wait, sorry. Now we'll boost, making it 48. Because we want to be able to give Alden 10k. He's gonna take it, which is no trigger. Use the effect of light leads. Shove this into Soul to give our Alden plus 10. Probably doesn't matter because he probably has a PG for it anyways. But we want to take that chance. Skill. Soul Blast the Painkiller. Bounce to call. He has the PG. He's going to discard a Carino. We're going to check. Second check. A critical trigger. We'll give all the effects to our Drilling Angel. We're going to swing for 38 to crit. Going to guard for 33 and intercept, and then probably just guard with like Carino. Yeah. Now he's really seeing those Carinos. Alright. Looks like because of that misplay we have, we might just straight up lose the game. Especially with the Persona Ride and the plus 15 off of Full Blast that's coming up. That is absolutely terrifying. There's a reason why Youthberk is tearing up the meta right now. I like how he turns the card to the side. That's an interesting way of doing it. He's gonna put that card back and drop, and then use the effect of Soul Blast 1 to draw. So that card basically just becomes in the late game on play Soul Blast 1 to draw, which is really good. A Carino, interesting choice. Probably just for the booster, I imagine. Ooh, swinging for 28. Oh, nope. There's absolutely no way that we survive all these attacks. So we're just gonna guard this for 2 to pass. And crit is very unfortunate in these trying times. A heal is probably even worse. Okay, so TLDR, we are 1 to passing this, and then we are 1 to passing the Youthberk, and then we are going to PG the Fergosa. Which I know that's risky, but it's a risk we're gonna have to take, to be honest. 1 to pass. Nope, looks like that is it for our game. GG, my guy. That was very rough that I misplayed on that. Oh, it's gonna haunt me. I'm so, you know what? We have to post misplays because misplays happen. And this is a deck that is very easy to misplay with if you just forget to have a full board. But we're in our second game now. Let's hope this can go a little bit better than our last one. Looks like we are going first again. Draw our 5 cards. We got Persona Ride, we got an Alden, and we got a Drilling Angel. Or sorry, not Alden, Sages. I'm getting all my names mixed up today. Now we do have 3 different grays, which is nice. Oh, facing the Migo deck. Okay. Is this the Migo deck? I can't remember which one's Migo and which one's not. Alright, we're gonna draw. Oh, we don't need that many light leads. We're gonna ride and then pass the turn. Oh my god. So it's the deck. Oh wow, this deck can rush on turn 1. That's very interesting. We're gonna have to no-guard this. Well, damn, alright. Looks like we're gonna be in a rough spot this game. Take it. Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh man. Beginning of your opponent's guard step, your unit is attacked. Bind this unit, so it's a 10k shield. Okay. Okay. PG is nice, but not right now. We're getting rushed up the ass. I don't think it's looking good, folks. You're gonna use the effect. I gave him a lot of advantage, but I did not want to drop the PGs. Top 5. Drilling Angel is nice. Here's the thing. I don't know what this deck really does. Which is a benefit, because like I didn't research into it. Well, I will swing at the rear guard. Another PG. I don't need another PG right now. Right now I need to survive. That's the biggest thing. SB wrote upon, okay. Oh my god. Place a record circle, gives no CB cost. Moves unit attacks. You may have this unit get 5k and then bind this unit. Oh, I wish I had to chance it and say no guard. We could just die here. I'm not dropping a PG on this deck. Oh my god, thank the Lord. We're going to heal the... Oh god. Okay, we're going to draw. Discard to ride. Gonna use the effect to reveal 1, 2, and 3. Top 5 for a Topaz, which is really cool. We're gonna pull the Topaz. It's really the only option we have. Turn these 3. Use the effect. Use the skill now. We're going to, even though there's a minus on our soul, we are going to return these 2 cards face up into our ride deck to check top 7 or top 5. Whoops, not top 7. We can call 1. Right now I feel as though we need boosters more than anything. And then we're going to use the drilling, putting the Ermac into our soul to check top 3. We did not find an Ermac, that is okay. Right now we don't need units, we need triggers. So hopefully we will see those triggers. And then we're going to... yeah, we're going to have to. We're going to call this Sages. Now we're going to... Oh wait, I'm so sorry. I'm bugging right now. Sorry. We're gonna use Alden's effect, CB1, Soul Blast 1. Call, and then only draw 2. I don't know why I didn't draw 2 at first. And we actually have a Sages now, which is really nice for like a 10k shield in case they like sack us again. Alright. Now we'll actually enter battle. We'll swing with a boost and then use his effect to look at the top card of our deck, and we're going to leave it on top because it is a heal. That is very nice. Excellent. Yeah, a lot of people forget that the look at top with Sages is free. Use the effect as Soul Blast 1, bounce Sages to call Sages, which will reset its skill so we can use it to look at the other top card of our deck. No guard. We know it's a heal coming up. We'll give power here, and we will heal. Second check is no trigger. Nice. So Sages will pick up plus 10k. We're going to swing for 28. Okay. Sages' skill, we'll look at the top card. Put that unit into our soul. And use the other effect is CB1. Picks up plus 20. Which is 43. Gets a heal, but thankfully they can't heal. Alright. Come at me. I'm at 3, which is a little better than 4. But damn, I completely underestimated this deck. Oh, it is Migo. Okay. If you do not play it in order this turn, CB1 switch your deck or drop for up to 1 Migo music card and play it. Okay. Choose 1 Migo unit card from your bind zone, call it to Rigot Circle, and 0 points banger 3 from your radar, call it to 2, which is nice. Yeah, these are both the ones that are like this. Okay, now you can perform drive checks. Okay. It's really powerful. One, anything that involves an attack, bind this unit, draw a card. That one is it's 5k power, or you choose any of your units on 5k. And then use the effect. Boost. Call 2 or more. Send all your micro rear guards. That is a lot for a single discard. You can do that. Damn, that's crazy. We're going to guard that for 28. Because I know the numbers are only going to get bigger. So I can do drive checks afterwards. Take it, which is a draw, and it's super nice. And use the effect. Does it give all your units? Or simply rear guards at the end of the battle? We'll guard. Okay, so now it gets plus 10. Alright. Gonna use the effect. Discard a card, but he's gonna get that card right back as soon as he attacks with her again. And that's the one also. Because that has a 2 to guard restrict. But it also has a drive check. GG, discard. Go on and do your drive check. Oh man, looks like we're gonna drive another DG. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, this deck's really scary. We're gonna Persona Ride, drawing 1. Use the effect to Soul Blast 1, Counter Blast 1, call. The effect. Oh, we're gonna draw 2 first. In the effect, Counter Blast. Look at top 2. Okay. Okay. Oh, now we got the over trigger. Now it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're going to add this to our hand. Add that to our hand. Kind of interesting. We have an outlet. We will swing for 31 on the Vanguard. Yep, you can bind itself to give your Vanguard 10k for that battle. And then guards, that's 30, 38? Oh no, it's a draw, so that'll be 33. Okay. Then we'll swing, skill, we'll Soul Blast 1. Bounce Sages to call Sages for 31. Also, that loses its plus 10. It's only for that battle. No guard. Alright, take this. Over trigger. 100 million here. We'll draw 1. Second check is a light leads. So we'll have a huge hand to come back. Nice. So Sages will also pick up plus 10. $100 million with a drive check. Draw trigger, power, we'll draw. Which is another defensive. We're going to use the effect of Sages to look at the top card of the deck. We're going to leave it on top and then counterblast 1 to give him plus 33k. Yeah, I figured that was coming, but just wanted to make sure. Crit. Nothing. Alright, well now we have a Persona Ride for next turn, so... And we have definitely enough to survive. Like, this is not an issue. Now I'm more worried about decking out. You can use the effect of Soul Blast 1 default 2. Calling the exact same board. Because that order needs to have all of them. Kind of like the Earnest Correct order. It needs to have all the specific ones. So, that's cool. Alright, gonna swing for 28. We're actually gonna take this. Because this is much easier to guard, or much, not easier, but it's much more reasonable to guard with these 2 cards. Gonna swing at the Vanguard. It's kind of a risk, but we'll put a 2 to pass there. Nice. Got some orders in there, which is really cool. That is 2 to guard. We will guard, and then discard, and then guard with the light leads. Oh, never mind. We're good. Why not? It's interesting. Why didn't he use the skill? Is she not a Migo? She is a Migo, so why didn't he use the skill? It is very interesting. Alright. There's a big hand. Persona Ride, draw. We're not going to use Alden's effect, sadly. We are going to use the effect, Counterblast, top 2. Put this card into our hand. We don't have to show what it is, which is nice. This is kind of tough. I think we will call over this the light leads dragon. I don't think we're going to use the effect just because we need 3 different grades. Oh, wait. It needs to attack or boost. That's not going to do anything either. Here's the plan. We're gonna call. We're gonna enter battle. We're gonna swing for 33 on the Vanguard. You're cool, dude. Take your time. This has been a much better game than I thought it would be. I don't like games that are typically washes on either side. So I really like games like these where they feel so like even. Giving Alden plus 10. We're gonna swing, use the effect, Soul Blast, bounce to call Ermac, and skill with Ermac, it's gonna get plus 15. So you don't have to call cards whose grades are exactly the total, you just have to call which are equal to or less, which is nice. I really wish he had a booster though, just to make this column even bigger, but he might just have like enough to guard this. It would be unfortunate, but it's still a good game nonetheless. We will put all of the effects here so we get that 10k shield girl. And it's an Alden, not great. We're gonna swing for 45, 2 crit. Their drive checks weren't that great in the last turn. It was a bunch of 5. It was 2 5Ks in the order, so you just pitched the order. Okay, giving it plus 20k for that battle, and then guarding with the 15k. That's a really good card. It's free 10k shield every turn if it doesn't get popped. Then we're going to swing, use the effect to look at the top card, and we will put it into the soul. Unfortunate, but it looks like he's got it. Alden's just taking the L's today. That first game was purely like just my fault because I just didn't remember the thing I was talking about, but this game I think it was just a combination of like bad early game, but this deck just also being really strong. But he played very well, so I don't even mind. Who knows? Do we have any heals left? Oh, no. Heals and over are gone. Keep popping off. Go off, King. I'll do you the favor, bro. Alright, GG. So guys, looks like Alden didn't perform as well as we expected. But that's, you know, fine. There's always room to grow with every deck in this game. And I think Alden only has room to grow up there in the meta with like more generics that come out, since I still stand by that it's one of the most generic decks in Keter. And who knows, I might have not been playing it to its full potential. I'm sure someone else, maybe someone on the team, you know, wink wink, nudge nudge, could make this deck the absolute best it could possibly be. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this deck test, and I'll see y'all next one. Bye guys.